and how you operate the indicator on your trading view applications. Okay. On the trading view applications. On the trading view application. Okay. On the trade the trading view application. Sorry for that. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. And then we basically roll over together. Okay. All right. All right. If you can be able to see my screen, give me a one in the chat. If you can be able to see my screen. So things to do with Royal Q, like I've said, I will be looking at them in the coming call. Okay. Things to do with Royal Q on the coming Zoom call is where I will put my focus. Okay. It's where I'll be putting my focus. Things to do with the Royal Q. Okay, in the coming Zoom call. So if you miss out on the coming Zoom call, okay, if you miss out on the coming Zoom call, that's when now we shall dive into a little bit about things to do with the Royal Q, particularly as the new things that have been added. I've already looked for them, just one that I've not been able to see, but I believe I'll also be able to see it. Okay, am I loud and clear now with my screen clear? Just confirm with me. Is my screen clear plus my voice? That's very important. My screen is clear plus my voice. Let me know. If my screen is clear plus my voice, I have a little bit of cough. But my screen is clear plus my voice. Let me just confirm. Okay, good. Thank you so much. All right, now this is our chart, and these are candles, which I believe anybody who's on this call and is not newcomers, maybe next week, Coach Mo will be here to start afresh with you. So this is our chart. Okay. Now, before we do anything, I would like to ask a question to the people on the group. We are in the 15 minutes time frame, but let me press it in the 4-hour time frame to bring an instant question. People on the call that have been attending these classes, I just have a question for you and I request for an answer. Let me just balance my chart. What trend is this coin? What trend is this coin? What trend? What is the trend of this coin? I can even put it for you to help you define the trend. I can use the Hackinash candles because they help you define a trend. Which trend is this coin? I'll put it in the 4-hour time frame, reduce the noise, and see that I make which trend. What's the trend of the coin? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, beautiful. Fantastic. Okay, now I want to introduce a special indicator. Now that I know that I'm dealing with the right people, I want to introduce a special indicator. And this indicator, I have seen it do wonders. I've seen it do good work. I've seen the indicator outperform so many indicators that I have looked at. And this indicator is called the Smart Money Concept, SMC. The Smart Money Concept by this guy called Lux Algo. It is a very good indicator, and let us visit his write-up Let's visit his write-up and define the indicator so that everybody could understand it before we apply it in our chart. Okay, this is the indicator. This information is designed by the developer of the indicator. It's not designed by me. So I'm just opening up to share with you what the indicator gives and the insights, okay, that the indicator provides basically. So this is the indicator. The indicator is called smart money concept. And this indicator is very good basically, and it provides good areas. When we talk about smart money concept, this guy digs deep and tries to provide a conducive environment where most traders buy in, or where most buyers or institutions buy into the market. And it helps a lot. Okay, it gives you strong lows, it gives you weak highs, strong highs, it gives you break of structure, change of character, equal highs, equal lows. And I'm just gonna just take some few minutes and maybe just dig a little bit deep into the indicator itself according to his explanation. Okay, so this is basically the indicator. I don't know why, maybe it changed, but he usually used it to define the indicator into depth. But uh, let me see what has changed. You see, every time people change their indicators. Okay, this is let me just go back again. Maybe changed something. So I have not taught this indicator for some time. So let me first set it into my chart before anything else. So the indicator is called smart money. There we go. And here we are in the chart. And basically here we are in the 4-hour time frame. And I'm in Hakinash candles. Let me return them to ordinary candles. Hakinash candles help you determine the trend of the market. Now this is the indicator. And this is the I, this is the settings, this is the source code, remove more. Okay, let me tap on more here. Okay. About the script. I just want to dig deep into his script and see, but maybe it seems like when I dig deep here, he has removed the rest of the information. Okay. But he used it to provide the information about the script. Okay. So then we shall leave this and I'll manually explain the indicator personally. Let me see. Okay. So let's tap into the settings of the indicator. This is where I'm going to be explaining the indicator itself. Okay. So that someone could be able to understand what the indicator is. Because when we go back to his script, maybe I try one more time. Maybe I try one more time. You know, I'm this guy person who doesn't want to give up. Just one more time. Okay, this is the script. What is this? The source code, the script. Okay, let me try one more time. He has basically removed the rest of the information. He only left the chart. He does not provide. But usually, you can always get more details about a specific indicator when someone taps on read more to get excess information. But let me go to the setup itself. But before, I could use this to explain. If someone is asking which app is this one, now I'll not start afresh. Maybe you are new, join the next course, because if someone doesn't understand that this is trading view, then it will be a very long story. Now, let's get into trading itself. Now, this indicator has keywords. The first keyword is BOS. This stands for break of structure. For example, look here, friends. I'm explaining break of structure. You can see that this coin, if we could draw lines like this, let me draw for you. Lines like this. We could see that the market is in a ranging market. Now, it so happens that the market breaks this and it continues going up. So he puts for you here and tells you break of structure. The same thing was happening here. The market was on a lower low or forming lower lows and lower highs on a downward trend. It becomes a ranging, it was a downtrend, then it becomes a ranging market. Then it breaks the structure, this structure here, and it gives you break of structure. It means now the market has changed from a downtrend to a ranging market, now to an uptrend. Having broken, remember we said in our previous lessons that once a coin breaks the previous resistance, then it means that this has been a structure because the market has been fighting to reach this resistance. Now it has broken it, forming a new high. So there is break of structure. Give me one in the chat if you have understood that. Break of structure. Give me one in the chat if you have understood that. And so as a trader now, you know that the coin that was a ranging coin is now on an uptrend. Okay? Next. Now the beauty about indicators is that the indicator will always show you this in the chart. Okay? Now, let's go to something also else here that is going to be very common. That is going to be very common. I want to find a better picture of explaining it. I think this is better. Then we are going to go into a live chart. Now, here we have understood break of structure. But now here, although he has his good way of explaining, now, this was the lowest point, the lower low. Now, it so happens that a green candle comes, or red candle comes, and breaks this lowest point and forms a new lowest point. It means that the market has CHOCH. This stands for change of character. The market has changed the character because it had formed a lowest point here. Then it comes and breaks the lowest point. Change of character means that the market that was forming a downward movement, sorry, an upward movement, forming lowest points, because we would believe that if this was an uptrend, let me say this is a lower low, then it forms a higher high, then it forms a lower low, then it forms a higher high, then it forms a lower low, then this one becomes a higher low. It is not clear, or a higher low. This one here, this is, no, this still remains a higher low. Then this is not a higher high. But then what we see is that this was the lowest point here. Then the candle comes and breaks it. There is change of character. The character of this market, that the character was uptrend, it's now becoming a downward trend. It is the same thing here. The character, the change of character of the behavior, or in short, the behavior of the market. We were expecting the market to continue making moves to the downside, Then it changes character and starts making moves in an upside. Basically, this guy will always show you change of character. But although these things are very important, there are more key important points that are, for me, are very important than change of character. So once the market forms highs that are the same, he will give you EQH, which means equal highs. Once coins form lows that are the same, it will show you EQ low, which means equal lows. But to me, the most important thing are these blue lines and these red lines, these red areas, these ones. And that's where we are going to put much of our focus and our time on these colors because they represent bullish and bearish buying areas. Okay? Now let me go straight for me to the indicator so that I do not speak a lot of ununderstandable things, so that I try to see if I could explain the indicator better by that side. Okay? Now this is a good coin, but I'm going to change this one because of its moves. It does not give a better, to give a better explanation since I'm now teaching. Thank you. All right, so I widen my chart. Okay, now this is the indicator. And this indicator, we are in the 4-hour time frame. It has these blue lines, these ones, these ones. But now let's go and set it up so that someone could be able to understand. There we go. Now this is the indicator. It starts with the smart money indicator. The model, now always on an indicator, it allows you display the historical chart or only the recent one. So if you, for you are saying you want the present, you want the indicator to give you information of what is happening in the present. You want present data. You don't want historical data. But remember, friends, me, I want to usually say that trading basically is using past data. Now here, it allows you to display historical structure or only recent one. So you can decide to say, I want to look at the historical structure. I want to make sure that the indicator helps me see the history first. But according to my experience, nothing much will change. Okay? So nothing much will change in that. Either you choose historical or either you choose present. The indicator, nothing so much will change with the indicator. But when you change the present to the history, what will change basically on the chart, it will be like the graph will give up on showing you break of structure and change of character in the past. But these bars where buyers are expected to come in or where sellers are expected to come in will remain. I don't know if I'm clear because I know people are about to ask me. So that is the only difference. So once you press on history, it will still go back in the past. It will still go back in the past and show you break of character, change of character. I don't know if I'm making sense to someone. Change of character, this is what I mean. It will still show you what happened in the past when you choose history. But when you come here on the settings and you say present, it will give up on the too much history in the past and only pick up today. Am I making sense to someone? And only pick up the most recent ones and only show you that. Give me one in the chat if I'm clear. That's the only difference. So for me, it is okay because it will not extend these bars where it expects buyers to come in and sellers to come in to appear. Give me one in the chat if that is clear. It is as simple as that. So you have a choice as a trader to say, I want present only or I want plus history. So this is the chart. If I decide to choose plus history, historical, and I press OK, it will give me the historical move. Okay. It will give you a historical move. But I remember, and I want to repeat it here, if you are doing technical analysis, you need a lot of history because the market does what it has ever done in the past. All right, good. Okay, so I will leave it at historical. Then basically here, it is colored. Okay, indicate a color theme. So if you choose colored and you go to this type, okay, and you go to this type, then it will remove the themes that you have shown below in your chart. So me, I would say colored is okay to me because it will help you see different colors. So if you want to use monochrome or monochrome, it means that you only want one color. You don't want color changes. But me, I want my chart to always show me different colors depending on which color is representing. But if you don't want colors, then it will not show you. That's the style. Then color candles. Here, when you select color candles, it will display additional candles with a reflecting color of the current trend detected by the structure. So if you come and tick here, it will bring in additional candles. You see now these are additional candles. And these additional candles is that according to the structure, the indicator is indicating that these coins or this structure is this coin is on an uptrend. But me, I would not recommend you to switch on color structures. Why? For example, look here. Look here. Just look here. Can we all see this area here? Imagine you came in here. The coin is on a downward trend. But for you, you see the green one, you say, this prediction might predict for me that the coin is now going up. You enter from here, then you float. Am I give me a yes in the chat? So me, I would say, if you want to use this indicator, these things to do with color structure, leave them. So come here on your setting, do not tick this color thing, leave it so that you get ordinary candles that you can understand. Give me a yes in the chat if that is clear. Do not switch on colors because sometimes you may get confused by the indicator because indicators are never perfect. Okay? Indicators are never perfect. They can help you indicate. Let me get it into the layman's language. If you are driving a car and you press an indicator that you are going that side, can't you change your mind? Let me know. Can't you change your mind? You put in an indicator that you are going this side. Can't you change your mind? And you say, oh, no, I've changed. I'm not going that direction. And so that is indicators. That is indicators. They are never perfect. So I'm not teaching you indicators here to tell you that they just help you make a better decision, but they are never perfect. Okay? So let's continue. Now, this is real-time structure. So let us just understand here. It displays an internal market structure. An internal market structure, let me continue just down here so that an internal market structure, what is happening? What is happening? Do we have buyers? Do we have sellers? And now here, this is a confluence. Filter non-significant internal structure breakouts. And I would recommend this. You make sure you turn it to normal. So that when I press it normal, means the indicator removes out. Okay. Okay. Let me. So when I filter, because this is a confluence filter, it filters out non-internal structure breakouts. Now, what is a breakout? But I'm going to explain. So I would recommend personally that you don't tick this confluence filter. Why? Yes, it is okay because when this market is moving, for example, let me widen here. Especially now this one, it was not showing you a breakout. It was not showing you a breakout. It was just showing you an important weak area where we expect buyers to come in. And the buyers are being represented here by this color. So for you, if you want them to be represented by yellow, you can change colors. These are just color insights. So it's not a big deal. But me, I would recommend it's now changing. Okay. So these are these internal structures where there is change of character, break of structure, change of character, break of structure. So if you don't want your robot to show you these internal structures where the coin is breaking structure and changing character, you can untick. And when you untick and press OK, it will not show you break of structure, change of character. Am I making sense to someone? So for you, if you don't want your indicator to show you areas, bullish structures, now bullish structures are key. And you don't want it to show you bearish structures, you can untick. So if you want for you to say, my robot, if I want you to show me now, you are just changing colors. Let me just reduce this color so that people can see. Now you have changed the colors. You are saying that let yellow represent my bullish change of character. When the market is going up, let me see. But like I've said, it is an indicator. That's where now people miss out. It is just an indicator. It's not a big deal. You see, sometimes it can give you break of structure or change of character, like here. Then the market takes another direction. So for you, if you want to keep it normal, you want this to be blue, you want it to be yellow, you want it to be orange, it is up to you. Me, I have no choice about that. So these are internal movement of the coin that this indicator will show you that this coin has changed the character. It was showing you as if it's going down, now it's going up. There is break of structure. Okay, this coin was forming maybe continuous lower lows and lower highs. Now it is changing. As simple as that. Okay, if you want them to be smaller, you want them to be tiny, you want it to appear normal, it is up to you. The swing labels, how do you want them to be? Maybe for you are saying, no, me, I want my coloring to be purple. And then you change the color. So it will show you. I don't know if I'm making sense to someone. So these are just simple things. When the coin is changing direction to a downward trend, to an uptrend, that's what these will always show you. But I'll keep them normal. This was blue, green. I even don't remember. Okay, so I'll leave it as it is. Then we continue to the next one. Okay, next. And for me, hey, now where was I changing? Huh? Just a minute. Good. Okay. The indicator is very easy. These ones are just, by the way, me, I'm going to reach where I want serious business. Okay? Serious business is not on these short swing structures. Now, also this will display swing market structures. Okay, when the market maybe swings and breaks a major area, this will show you. These ones, to me, they are not so important. Me, where I want to show you where there is serious business, and this is where I want you to put your focus. Can we all type in the chat the word order blocks? This is where this indicator makes sense. The rest could be okay. But the indicator makes sense here. Give me one in the chat. And let me show you this on 1000 sats, because this is where the business is. The business is here. The business is here where I want to show you. This is where the business is. The business is not anywhere. This indicator's business to me is only where you expect buyers to come in and where you expect sellers to come in. This indicator has its business here. Let me bring in my most favorite coin. This is my most favorite. Okay, everybody has their own favorite. This is my most favorite coin. Okay. Everybody has their own favorite coin. But to me, 1000 sats breaks the yoke for me. Things, the way they want to deny me my coin. Okay, let me leave it. Let me just go to this one. But 1000 sats is my now order blocks. This is where the business is. Me, if you understand order blocks, you are going to enjoy this indicator to maximum. The rest of these ones, change of character, those are good. But the business of this indicator is here. Where are you? Where are you? Now, this indicator will show you internal order blocks. What are order blocks? It displays you internal order blocks. An order block is an area where we expect buyers to come in. It's also an area where we expect sellers to come in. For example, for exercise. Can we all see? Let me first show you. I'm running very fast because I'm used to the indicator. Let me show you here. This is where the business is, order blocks. Now, this color represents internal order blocks, this blue. This one also it represents internal bearish, where this one is representing where buyers are coming in. Let me make it more thicker. This one, buyers. So when you see an order block, you expect buyers to come and buy. You see, I've made it more lighter. Okay, let me show you so that you can see. Now that one is representing internal, hidden, like a hidden order block or a hidden area where buyers come in. Now let me make this critically red. And I press OK. Now also, you are going to see that this one is representing where sellers are expected to come in. Give me one in the chat if it's now very clear. Here, you expect buyers to come. It's an order block. It's where you expect big buyers to come in. And here is where you expect big sellers to come in. Is that hard or it is simple? Let me know. That's where the business is. Is that hard or it is simple? Let me know. So you tap on the setting of the indicator here. Then you come and see, that's where the business is. Now, those are internal. You have now known that internally, buyers will come in there. Now, the second one is this one. The bullish order block. Now, this one is light. This one is this blue. But you can decide to give it like a purple color. Then you must know it, that this is a straight bullish. Now we are going to find now bearish. Since I've given purple that side bearish, let me give this one orange. So I must know in my mind that the orange order block is representing direct bearish and the purple order block is representing direct bullish. Now let's go into this coin and see if it has a history for that. Well, we may not find a history. Let me find a good coin here that is doing it. Paramparast. We find a good coin here that is doing paramparax. Usually, they may not be so common, but look here. Look here, friends, very critical. Let's go back here to the setup. Let's go back here to the setup. Look at my colors very clearly. This is an internal, a hidden area in the chart where we expect buyers to come in. This is a hidden area in the chart where we expect sellers to come in. This is a direct area where we expect buyers to come in. This is a direct area where we expect sellers to come in. Now, I just want to keep it simple for you. These internal order blocks, if you see an internal order block that has two, I don't know if my pen is where, because now the information is clear. Can we see two order blocks? There is this one and there is this one. When you see this one, it means the coin is going to do massively, very, very well. And when you enter coin, for example, look at this coin here. Okay, visit this coin. As for example, you see that it has an internal order block here. Okay, that if the preset price of this coin, morning, the preset price of this coin was around here. So it means that even if the market will drop, it will come back to this order block. Even if the worst goes to the worst, am I making sense? There is another order block here. Am I making sense to someone? So usually, when the market breaks, it's very hard for the market to break all these order blocks at the same time. I don't know if I'm now making sense to someone. That usually there are areas where buyers are expected to come in. It's very hard. They are like points of support and resistance. Am I making sense to someone? They are like areas where the market can be supported and be resisted at the same time. So once you make your entries, this is not a standalone indicator. We are going to add in more indicators. It's not a standalone indicator. I don't know if I'm making sense to someone. But these order blocks are areas where we expect buyers to come in. So once you find a coin that has order blocks next to each other, usually when you make an entry, you will not float for a big time. It's not a standalone indicator. Like for example, here there was this first order block, this second one, and this third one. So it means that if I was a trader and I had made my entry at this point, if I'm opening up my margin calls, it's very hard for this for my coin to float for long. That's what I'm trying to express down here. Even if I move from one coin to another. But the indicator will help to show you the trader, an area where you expect buyers to come in or an area where you expect sellers to come in. I don't know if I'm making sense to someone. For example, on top here, it will show you that at this area, sellers will come in. So if you were planning to continue trading that coin, you need to be conscious. That's how the indicator will help you. That at this point, we expect sellers to come in. At this point, it's an area where we expect buyers to come in. I don't know if I'm making sense to someone. So it will help you using these order blocks. I would say that it's not a standalone indicator. You need other indicators. For example, recently we looked at an indicator called pivot points, just as an example. So if I add pivot points in here, if I add my pivot points in here, but now it might cause a lot of confusion. You see, I would enter at the pivot here. I would enter at the pivot here. Then I take my profit. If I'll still continue with this coin at maybe resistance 3 or resistance 2. But once it breaks this red order block here, I'm sure that now the market is about to go against me, because now we expect institutional sellers or big sellers to come in and sell this particular coin. Give me one in the chat if it's now trying to make sense to you. Even if I'm using the Fibonacci itself, let me delete this one. If I'm using this plus the Fibonacci itself, just for learning purposes, I put in the auto Fibonacci because we are now this one, the retracement. And I know basically, okay, this was on a downtrend. When I'm taking my profit, I should not exceed this red area, because I know once the market reaches here, there are more chances for the coin to go against me. That's what I'm trying to impress. Although we shall later combine indicators. Give me one in the chat if it's getting clear. Let me finish up with the indicator. Let me finish up with the indicator. Now, the rest of this indicator, that's the most important part. Okay, that is to me, these order blocks are the most important business for you when you are using this smart money indicator. Okay, let me just go down here. Now, allow me also introduce premium and discount zones. Allow me introduce to you premium and discount zones. But even if you want previous days low and high, you can come and tick. It will show you yesterday's highest point and yesterday's lowest point. I also want to introduce to you premium and discount zones. These ones are also very important. Premium, it means this coin has been overbought. Discount, it means this coin has been oversold. As simple as that. Equilibrium, it is halfway. Now look here, let me press OK. Equilibrium is this gray. Discount is this green. Premium is this red. Now let me press OK. Can you see? You wanted to trade this coin. Here down was at discount. Meaning, find a coin at discount. It means that it is at its lowest point. Find a coin at equilibrium. It means that it is at its halfway. Am I making sense to someone? Now, look here. I don't know if I'm making sense. Now, this coin has reached premium. I have a question. Is it good to continue trading the coin? Yes, you can using other mechanisms, but is it good? Give me some answers in the chat. It has reached premium here. It means that, yes, you can continue, but my friend, the coin has been overbought. You can continue with your coin. So this indicator helps you. Equilibrium, premium, or even the lowest point at discount. That's how important this indicator is. So for me, as Julius Cavanda, the equilibrium, the discount, and the order blocks are the most important tools to use on this indicator. So once you find it at equilibrium, or once you find it at discount, it means that this coin, imagine you would find equilibrium here. It means halfway of this coin, basically, and then you find an order block. Then you would be more confident to maybe say, let me enter at this and then break the previous high of this particular coin I'm trying to trade. I don't know if now I'm trying to make sense to someone this evening. Once you find a coin in an area of discount, the tutors come in. I find a coin at area of discount. For example, here, I found this coin here. What do? I measure to this order block down here. Then I take profit at the high around here. So I use these order blocks because they act as areas of support and resistance. So I could even measure up to this order block. Am I making sense to someone? I mean, I'm trying to simplify the indicator. Okay? I'm trying to simplify the indicator. A coin that has so many order blocks below it is trying to show you that here we expect so many buyers to come in. For example, look at what happened to Notcoin. Imagine you had this idea and you see this order block, there's a big order block here. You make your entry here and you decide to take your profit at the premium if you are strong-hearted. You would have made, never forget 3/3 of the journey. This would be a 16% take profit. I don't know if I've tried my level best, but order blocks, okay? Order blocks, premium, discount are very strong areas when trading a particular coin. For example, here I enter this order block, I set my margin calls at this lower order block. As simple as that. I enter from here. If I'm strong enough, I could take profit at a premium. I don't know if I've tried my level best, but the indicator is as simple as that. Okay? The indicator is as simple as that. Okay? Now, this is 4 hour time frame. I usually say you can decide to check your trades in the what? In the you can decide to check trades in the 15 minutes time frame. For example, here, this is a week low in the 15 minutes. At the same time, this coin is on discount in the 15 minutes. Am I making sense to someone? And when you look at your discount, when you go back in the history, it is an area where the market has been always supported in 15 minutes. Down, it comes down, it comes down. So what do? I say, okay, I will measure from here and take my profit here. Then I measure from here and set up my margin calls up to here. Remember, in your mind, you need other indicators that give you market direction. For example, the stochastic RSI that we have looked at. These we are going to combine starting tomorrow. So I combine other indicators. Do you see? Give me one in the chat if you see. So this is a very good coin for me to trade in a 15 minutes time frame. I don't know if I'm now making sense to someone. I'm using order blocks plus the stochastic RSI. So these we are going to combine. I use the order block plus the stochastic RSI. Can you see? The stochastic RSI is in the oversold area here, moving to 50% in a 15 minutes time frame. So I know I'll measure my margin calls up here and take my profit up to there. Is it making sense now? I don't know. Is it making sense? I don't know. Is it making sense? So order blocks are key, but never use this as a standalone indicator. So I see this coin is at a discount level in the 15 minutes, and I want to take smart profits, and you should always trade with margin. It's beautiful. Look at this coin. There is an order block here. The stochastic RSI is in the oversold area in the 15 minutes time frame. The coin is still going down, which is okay. Measure my profit. Let me say up to here, 2/3 of my journey. Then I still say, okay, I'm going to use the order blocks to be my margin calls. And I measure up to the last point here. Or I can even go and set a preset price. Am I making sense to someone? Let me show you that. I can even go and set a preset price. I say, let me draw a line at this order block here. You can even go to your royal queue and set up a preset price. Okay, you come here, pick your horizontal line at this PO coin. You draw a line at this price here. So you set this where you have drawn your line as your preset price. You wait for this coin to drop to your preset price here. And once it drops, let your robot buy. Give me one in the chat if this is clear now. Give me a one in the chat if this is clear. So you wait until the market will drop to your preset price, then let your robot buy. Now tomorrow, that's when now I'm going to start combining indicators. But a smart money indicator, to me, it is a must-have indicator when someone is analyzing the market to help you see. To help you see. For example, here, this is 15 minutes, remember. So if you want to go in with the bold decision, then you need to go for a bigger time frame because you'll find that things are a little bit different. For example, when you check this coin in the 4-hour time frame, it's still dropping. So you could go and set up a preset price. At this price, open up your margin calls. If you don't like anything on the indicator, you can always go back and say, remove for me order blocks, or close the indicator, and I look at the chart without the indicator. You say, okay, I believe this coin will drop a little bit to this area where it was supported or resisted. But if you don't want this indicator, and maybe you want pivot points, you press in pivot points. You press in pivot points. Okay, so tomorrow we are going to combine indicators, and then we finally maybe come to the end of this call. I want to thank you so much for your time, and I hope it is time for me to stop here. And see you on the next call. Unless someone has a question, I would basically be able to listen to your question and then provide an answer accordingly. So in the next call that I'm going to do, we shall now put our focus on Royal Q, not on trading. So in the next call, we are going to put our focus. You don't put the order blocks. You just tick. You don't put the order blocks. You don't put the order blocks. You don't put the order blocks. Coming. Just wait. Yes, just wait. You don't put the order blocks. You just come here. The order blocks are here. So you can, these are the order blocks. The internal swing order blocks. So you can, so I removed the internal ones, the swing order blocks that show me areas where the market is expected to be bullish because I didn't want, yes. I didn't want my screen to be filled with a lot of lines. Over here. Okay, I didn't want my screen to be filled with a lot. So internal order blocks to me are very important. Swing order blocks, these are order blocks that show you where the market is expected to be straight bullish or straight bearish. And down here, you can basically see this is bearish, this is bullish. So if I press OK and then go back to the coin, let me put it in the 4-hour time frame, where you see purple is where the bullish order is straight. Okay, where you see yellow. So I just left in the internal ones because they helped me a little bit faster. Now, once this is a straight bullish, here they expect the buyers to come in straight away on the purple line. Hmm? Best. So as simple as that, me, I don't see any big deal. You leave it at ultra, it will give you good results. The indicator is very good, showing you areas where buyers are expected to come in, showing you areas where sellers are expected to come in. I don't know if it is hard, but let me come back to the questions. Basing on this indicator, what are the key areas of focus? Order blocks. Order blocks. They will help you to know when you expect buyers to come in and sellers to come in. Premium, equilibrium, and discount levels. Finding a coin on a discount level is a very important key point because it will show you that this coin has been oversold. So you expect this coin to go up. Order blocks will also help you. For example, look here. If this is an order block and this is an order block, it's very hard the market to penetrate all these order blocks. Okay. Let me come back again. A bit complicated, but we shall learn slowly. Maybe you have not, you just need to go. Yes, it relates on the coin depending on the exchanger you have chosen. So if you have chosen Binance, it will show you what is happening. Basically, the indicator, they are not order books. No, order books is something different. My brother, order books, I don't want to go into order books. This is buyers and sellers are expected to come in the market. Okay, depending on trading data. Order books is something different. Okay. Trading using order books is something different. Don't confuse the two. Do not confuse the two. Uh, Please, can you show us how to buy and hold a coin? You can buy a coin on an exchange. You can buy a coin on Royal Q and pause it. You go to my YouTube channel. I think I've talked about these things. How to buy a coin on different platforms like Tonekeeper, like Phantom Wallet. If you want to keep it in a decentralized exchange, how to buy a coin on an exchange. I think I've talked about it on my YouTube channel. I think that is can be handled that side. Okay. So tomorrow is Thursday. Me, I'm concluding these classes. I'm going to start combining indicators. I'm going to start combining indicators tomorrow. I have only 2 days, Thursday and Friday. Okay, so I'm gonna start combining indicators on Thursday and Friday tomorrow. The YouTube channel is called Crypto Ambassadors. The YouTube channel is called Crypto Ambassadors. If you are new to these classes, me, I would think that you be slow with yourself because people have been here, it has taken them some good time. But also I have a training already done on how you can